You can buy streams, you can buy followers, you can even buy fame for a season. But there is one thing in this world that no amount of money can manufacture, and that is the genuine, deep, unshakable love of an entire nation. Tanzania does not just like Juma Jux, they claim him. And today, I will tell you exactly why. Welcome back, everyone. If you're new here, this is the channel where African celebrity families live, love, and make history. And we cover every moment of it. Hit subscribe right now because today's story is one of those videos you're going to want to share before it even ends. Juma Jux has spent years building something that goes far beyond music. A culture, a movement, a relationship with an entire nation that most artists never come close to. And today, we are breaking down exactly how that happened. Story by story, moment by moment. Let's get into it. It sounds like home. The first reason Tanzanians love Juma Jux is the most powerful one. He sounds like home. In a music world increasingly pulled towards foreign influences, Juma Jux never abandoned the soul of Bongo Flava. He modernized it, he elevated it, but underneath every production, every melody, every lyrics, you can still hear Dar es Salaam. For Tanzanian listeners, that matters more than any chart's position. When you hear your culture reflected back to you with pride and excellence, you don't just become a fan, you become loyal for life. Juma just gave Tanzanians music they could feel in their chests because it was built from the same streets, the same stories, the same heartbeats. He never performed poverty to earn sympathy. Here is something the average fan senses but rarely articulates. Many artists build their brand on struggle narratives, constantly reminding their audience how far they have come. Using poverty as a marketing tool, Juma Jux never did that. He carried his journey with dignity. He let the music speak. He showed his growth without turning his past into a performance. Tanzanians respected that because in East Africa culture, how you carry yourself says everything. Juma Jux carried himself like a man who knew his worth without ever making his audience feel small. That quiet confidence became its own form of inspiration. He made Tanzania music travel. There is a specific pride that comes from watching someone from your country make the whole continent stop. When Juma Jux started, getting fans in Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and beyond, Tanzania did not just celebrate a musician's success, they celebrated a national victory. He became proof that Bongo Flava could sit at the same table as Afrobeat, that a Tanzanian artist did not have to compromise his identity to be heard across Africa. Every time Juma Jux performed outside Tanzania, he carried the flag and Tanzania watched and loved him even more for it. He chose love publicly and beautifully. When Juma Jux's relationship with Priscilla Mkambala became public, something interesting happened. Tanzania did not just follow the story, they invested in it. Here was the artist, one of their own, choosing love boldly, building a family with a woman from one of Nollywood's most prominent families. It wasn't just a romance. It was a statement that Tanzanian men could love deeply, publicly and with class. The wedding, the family moments, baby Rakeem. Every milestone was watched with a kind of emotional investment that only happens when a nation has truly adopted someone as their own. Juma Jux did not just give Tanzania music. He gave them a love story worth believing in. He stayed humble in a world that rewards ego. Ask anyone who has followed Juma Jux's career closely, and they will tell you the same thing. He never let the fame change him in the ways that ruin people. No messy public scandals built on arrogance. No alienating his root as he grew. No turning his back on the culture that built him. In an entertainment industry where ego is currency, Juma Jux consistently presented himself as grounded, family first, and cultural connected. For Tanzanian audiences who have watched other artists self-destruct or disappear into the bubble of celebrity, the consistency became something rare, something worth protecting. They love him because he gave them no reason to stop. He represents the Tanzanian dream. This is the part of the story that runs deepest. Juma Jux is not just a musician to Tanzania. He is a mirror. He reflects what is possible when talent meets discipline, when ambition meets culture, when a young man from East Africa refuses to shrink himself for the world and instead builds a world big enough to contain everything he is. For every young person in Dar es Salaam, in Oshra, in Movra, Juma Jux is living proof that you do not have to leave who you are behind to become great. That kind of representation doesn't just end fans, it ends devotion, the cross-continental moment. And then the story took an unexpected turn that made Tanzania even prouder. When Juma Jux married into Nollywood royalty, becoming connected to Iyabo Ojo, one of Nigeria's most iconic actresses, the Tanzanian pride did not shrink. It expanded because suddenly the world was paying attention to Tanzania through Juma Jux. Nigerian media, Pan-African blogs, international celebrity coverage all road leads back to a man from Dar es Salaam. Tanzania has sent one of their own into the center of African entertainment and was holding its own beautifully. This is the real story behind why Tanzanians love Juma Jux so deeply. It was never just about the music. Though the music is extraordinary, it was about what he represents. Dignity, loyalty, ambition, love, culture carried with pride. Tanzania loves Juma Jux because Juma Jux has always loved Tanzania back. Drop a comment below. What is your favorite Juma Jux song and what does this mean to you? We want to read every single one. In conclusion, guys, and there you have it. Not just an artist, not just a celebrity, a man who became part of Tanzania's identity and did it without ever losing himself in the process. If this story resonated with you, you already know what to do. Subscribe to Lulu Buried Answer TV and share this with someone who needs to see it. And drop a comment telling us what Juma Jux means to you personally. We read every single one. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.